Yes, we'll start. Just a second. Okay. So today's topic is about kickoff meeting. So before kickoff meeting, let's look into this slide. How projects come to IT company. That means let's start with an example. Okay. So as you know that we have two types of organizations. We have two types of companies, like product based and service companies, right? So service companies means like who provide service to clients, who provide service to business people, like TCS, Infosys, IBM, Accenture, Wipro. So these all are like Deloitte. So these all are service companies where they provide service to clients. And product based companies means like Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Walmart, okay, Sears Holdings, JP Morgan, where they develop their own applications, where they have their own development centers. So now look at this example. Here we have IBM. IBM is a service company. So if you look into different service companies like IBM, TCS, or Infosys, or Deloitte, they will be having around like 100,000, 1,500 clients. Got it? If you look into IBM, they'll be having around 1,000 clients. If you look into TCS, they'll be having 1,000 clients. So who will bring these projects to these IT companies? Okay, so how they get projects to these IT companies? Projects means clients. So different clients who will bring these clients and projects to these IT companies means every IT service company will have a team known as BDM, means Business Development Management Team. These people are like salespeople, okay, marketing people, salespeople who had done their management studies in IIMs or some, very good management schools. So what I mean to say is they are highly skilled managerial people, okay, where they walk into different companies. I mean, where they communicate with different clients, they travel across the world, okay, and they bring projects to IT companies. Fine. So every IT company will have a BDM team, business development management team. Couple of people will be there, like 4, 5, or 6 people. So these people travel across the world, as I told you, right? So they communicate with different clients. Let's say Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo is a US client. Bank of America is a US client, or something, let's say like some other clients. So that is a UK client. That one is Australian client. One is a Germany client. So like Mercedes is a Germany client. Like this, they go to uh, different places. Okay, they communicate with different people. Uh, they first they take appointments from different clients, and they approach people. And then what they do when they approach clients, they explain about our organization. I mean, because they belong to IBM, right? They have to sell their, I mean, their IT skills. They have to sell their IT skills. Like, I mean to say, like, hi, IBM is a very good company. IBM is an IT service company. We develop a lot of projects. Okay, so if you are looking for any project, you can give it to us. Got it? So this is one way of communicating with clients. So there are many ways. Like sometimes you go through appointments. I mean, you directly communicate with them over the phone, or you take an appointment, or sometimes you go through some references. Okay, someone may refer you, or you know or sometimes clients will raise a bid. What do you mean by bid? They raise a bid saying that, hey, Wells Fargo raises a bid and say that we are looking for online banking application. So this is the project cost, this is the project duration, whomever they want to. So all the IT service companies will come to that bid, and they will raise a bid, whomever they quote it for less price, okay, and whichever the company has goodwill. So this Wells Fargo will give this project to service company, particular service company. Got it? So there are many ways like this. So now BDM people approached a client, and a client name is CEAT. CEAT, CEAT, like MRF, Bridgestone, okay, Goodyear, So these all are tire manufacturing companies. In the same way, Seat is also a tire manufacturing company. It's a tire, okay? So what exactly they are looking for? I mean, Seat is in need of one intranet homepage, one internal application, intranet homepage for their, when I say intranet, that is a portal, okay, for their internal employees. And that application should be designed by SharePoint, Java, .NET softwares, technology, and a database, some SAP related R3 or SAP, something like that, SAP databases. Anything like Oracle, that can be Hadoop, that can be Netezza, okay, or Teradata or Oracle or DB2. Like this, we have many databases. Got it. So client says that, see, we want a project, and this, I mean, an application. This application should be designed by using so and so software and so and so hardware and so and so database. Now, BDM people will discuss with IBM and explain the situation. Hey, CET people are very happy. Okay, they want to give their project with us. They are well set. They are well. Satisfied with our conversation or with our explanation. So they want to give our project to IBM. So do we have these skills? Do we have these technologies? Do we have these people? Okay, like do we have SharePoint or Java or .NET softwares and people? If yes or no, whatever it is, IBM will think about it. I mean, so how much money we are getting from the client? What is the cost of the project? So as I told you, right, when I say service company, of course they take service charges, they have to check their profits, everything they have to check, right? Whether they have the softwares or they have to buy those softwares. If they buy the softwares, then how much amount is it, they can generate revenue. So like this they will discuss, and then they will come to a point that yes, we have some software, so we are ready to design your project. Clear? So now, once IBM says that, I mean, once IBM informed to BDM, BDM people will tell to client that yes, we are ready to do your project. So before giving this project to IBM, okay, so client want to interact with the team members. Just client want to see, just client want to talk to them. Like, client want to see how experienced they are, because when you're assigning a project, when you're giving your project to someone, you have to see that who are the technical people. Client want to talk to them at least once in the beginning, okay? So that meeting, the initial meeting between client and technical team, project team members, is known as kickoff meeting. Got it? So at first what happens, business development management go and bring projects, and then, I mean, discuss with the client, then client will interact with the IBM. So client want to interact with technical team. If client satisfies, then only client will give this project. So before that, the initial meeting is kickoff meeting. In the kickoff meeting, let's say the kickoff meeting is the first meeting with the project team and the client of the project. All team members. When I say all, it is not like junior people, only seniors, like well experienced people, because this is a very sensitive area. This is a very sensitive part. If client dislike anything, they just cancel the project. Got it? Like a senior, only senior people like business analyst or project manager or technical heads, leads, only these people will involve in this meeting. This meeting would follow definition of the base elements for the project and other project planning activities. Yes, here client will explain about the project. So this is the project. So technical people also should say that they have to think, right, whether they can do this project or not. They have to understand what is the project and whether it is feasible or not, whether we can do it or not, right? Then this meeting introduces the members of project team and client and provides the opportunity to discuss the role of each team member. Yes, introduction, interaction, okay. Other base elements in the projects that involve the client may also be discussed at this meeting, like regarding the timing, okay, and status reporting, etc. Like, how much, within how much time we have to design this, okay. So these are all things. Next paragraph. The basic format of kickoff meeting includes the roles of and contributions from the stakeholders. Of course, right? So stakeholders, I mean, I'm not saying end users here. Stakeholders means everyone. That can be an employee of an organization or an end user. SMEs. From them, you have to understand the project properly. It also mentions the risks and issues involved. Yes, these people should, client side people should tell you, should inform, should mention very clearly that, see, in this area we will be having a lot of programming. In this area we will be having a lot of logic, not programming, but logic is more something like that. So that technical people will get a clear idea what to do, how to do. They'll plan according to that. So if stakeholders or client side people, if they didn't mention about these problem areas or the problematic areas, then that will leads to project failure or break in the middle. Okay, that is the reason. So before only, stakeholders or client side people should explain situations and the projects very clearly to technical team. Now let's see. The basic format of kickoff meeting includes the roles of and contributions from the stakeholders. It also mentions the risks and issues involved, particularly those that may affect project schedules and lead to decreased customer satisfaction. So, what happens once the development starts, designing starts and development starts, and now at the time of programming, when you feel that it is very tough, unnecessarily you have to spend a lot of time. Okay, so the when the time is more, the cost will be more automatically. This is the point at which help needed from stakeholder is explicitly mentioned. Yes. So here stakeholder should mention very clearly that these are the issues and these are the problematic areas. Next, if there are any new team members joined, the process to be followed is explained so as to maintain quality standards of the organization. For example, a new team member joined later, so again you have to introduce this fellow to client. Okay, so this is all just blah blah stuff. Next, the most important point is checking the legal permissions. Okay, see, if someone come to you and ask you to develop something, so you have to ask them, so do you have a legal permission to run this product? Okay, so let's look into a small example. There is a special discussion on the legalities involved in the project. Special discussion on the legalities involved in the project. For example, the design team interacting with the testing team may want a car to be tested on city roads. They want to test a car on city roads. So let's say designers designed a car. So where this car will be designed in a workshop. Listen carefully, okay? And where this car should be tested on city roads. So without taking traffic permission, without taking permission from the traffic uh, department, how will you run this car on city road? You can't. If you run, they will simply sue you. Correct? So let's see here. If the legal permissions are not mentioned by the concerned stakeholder during kickoff, the test may get modified later, comply with local traffic laws. This causes unplanned delay in project implementation. Of course, testers will not test it, obviously. So let's say now you designed a website or some web application. Okay, you designed and you have to test it. How will you test it? You have to test it in a real way. You have to run it on the internet. You have to put it on a server. You have to put it on the internet and you have to do it. So do you have permission or not? You have to check this. Otherwise, it is impossible for testers to test it. So it was best to have discussion about it in kickoff meeting and follow it up separately. Suppose let's say that kind they don't have any legal permissions or something like that. You have to educate them. You have to inform them and you have to give some them time. Like okay, we'll start gathering the requirements. Meanwhile, you know, you look into this legal issues. We can't say simply to client like hey, you don't have a legal permission, so we can't do project, right? We can't miss a project. We should not miss a project. You have to educate them, you have to inform them, that's it. So it was best to have a discussion about in the kickoff meeting and following it up separately, then to assume stuff and later be forced to replan test procedures. Yes, otherwise what happens, the time will be near, okay, and so unnecessarily the testers will be in a trouble. I mean, you have to put a lot of pressure on the testers. So this is not the right exercise. Got it? The kickoff meeting is an enthusiasm generator. Second paragraph, okay? The kickoff meeting is an enthusiasm generator for customer, I mean client, and displays a full summary of projects so far. So it gives a confidence to client. Yes, this team can do my work, okay? My project. By displaying a thorough knowledge of the goal and steps how to reach it, confidence is put in the customer. I mean, technical people will give confidence to client. Hey, don't worry, we'll look into that. We know we already designed such type of applications earlier. Okay, so something like that. You just give a boost up to client. Okay, if client didn't like, if client is not satisfied, simply they will go with the next team or next organization. That's it. Okay, next. Who is going to involve in kickoff meeting? Who will involve? From IT company side, from IT side, project manager, business analyst, BDM. Why BDM? Because BDM is a key person, right? BDM is a key person. First, BDM interact with the client, then only BDM interact. I mean, act as a mediator between team and client side people. Okay. Technical manager and delivery manager. I mean, technical leads and delivery manager. Wherein client side, stakeholders, subject matter experts, technical subject matter experts. Already we discussed, right? Head of departments. I mean, related to that, suppose you are designing a HR payroll system, something like that, a payroll application. So HR departmental head, some HR manager or related to that. Okay, meeting, discussion regarding the system business needs. Yes. Next, immediately, what project manager will do? Now kickoff meeting finished successfully, right? Now client is satisfied. Then immediately project manager discuss regarding the cost, timings, duration, quality, risk, and development process, complete process. So timings and everything, right? So here project manager prepares a project charter, a chart like analysis, design, coding, testing, and I mean in which area who will be involved and what will be the duration and what will be the cost. Got it? So business analyst 1 to 15 days of time, $60,000. Designers 15 to 35 days of time, $1 lakh. Programmers 35 to 50, I mean 15 days like this. So in this way, time and cost both will be mentioned here. And then project manager will send this to client, and client will look into this, some negotiations or whatever it is, either increasing or decreasing, whatever it is, negotiation happens. At last, we'll fix something. Okay. So who will do all these things? Project manager, not BA. Okay. And next, what BA do here? So project manager discuss regarding the cost and duration. So BA just ask some questions to client about organization, about project. Okay. So the base points of the project, overview of the project. That's it. We call them as action events and action requirements. Action means you ask some questions, okay, and you get some answers. That's it. Those are nothing but action events and action requirements. So action events, whatever we discussed in kickoff meeting regarding the project issues, and action coming from the stakeholders. Answer your question and answer. That's it. Next, kickoff meeting finished successfully. Okay. So what happened here? First, BDM people. They bring project to IT company. Then initial meeting between team members and technical team, client and technical team. Then after the kickoff meeting is successfully, I mean, the client is satisfied. Then project manager discuss regarding the project cost, duration, and blah blah other stuff. Wherein BA just asks a couple of requirements, high level requirements, and try to understand the project. That's it. Now kickoff meeting finishes successfully. Once it is done, immediately what we have to do now? I mean, what project manager and client will do? Paperwork. Okay, paperwork. So proposals, agreements, right? Quotations, they have to do all these things. So client prepares their business proposal and send it to IT company, to project manager. The project manager prepares the business proposals for clients project development. Clear? Now, what project manager or a lead business analyst is doing here? Preparing these proposals. I mean, already the proposals will be the default templates will be there. Just you have to project manager will put a signature on that and stamp on that, something like that, legal work. So as a BA, we are not going to involve here. We don't do anything. Okay. So already predefined templates will be there. So just it's an agreements or proposals. Let's see. Prepares the request for proposal. See, suppose if you want to buy a new car, okay, you go to a car showroom. So at first you will look into information about the car, correct? So what is this car? What will be the mileage? Okay, what is the price of this and all these things. And then quotation means price, like what will be the on road price. So got it. So if it is a so and so versions you will find in a car, right? So different models. In the same way here also, what information, what is this project and the project information and quotation. So what will be the project cost, okay, and proposals. So agreements, got it. Next, business proposal. BA has to go through this business proposal, just a document, in that they'll mention like this is the so and so project name, it started and so and it have to end up by so and so, this is the cost and everything they will mention legally, okay, in a document. That's it. Gather internal requirements before starting requirement gathering from clients or interaction with clients. BA do some survey. So now kickoff meeting is done, right? Proposals are also done. Then now what BA have to do? BA have to do some research about the organization. Then immediately BA will start gathering the requirements, like analyze requirements, design, development, and step-by-step process. So BA do some surveys initially in the initial stage. Once the kickoff meeting is done, BA have to look into the organization history. Okay, let's see. Primary data collection and secondary data collection. In primary data collection, online market research, face-to-face interaction with clients. Online market research. Check through Wikipedia, look into organization Wikipedia, okay, and look at their websites, okay, and if you have any doubts, you can ask to client directly, face-to-face interaction with clients. And secondary data collection, historical data, like you have to see that whether do they have any previous existing applications. Like for example, you are designing iPhone 6, so look at iPhone 5s or 4s, something like that. Historical data, so that you'll get a clear idea. Next, previous documents, any documents, any earlier document. These surveys for internal requirements feedback only. I mean, this is for your purpose. See, you cannot ask a client, let's say your client is Bank of America. You cannot ask a client, who are you, what are you, right? So you should do some research. What is this Bank of America? Since when? Okay, it's a bank. So in which location it is located, and in what about the service? For which country it is providing service? Okay, and when it started. So these all things you have to look in Wikipedia. Okay. Next, the same primary data collection and secondary data collection in a diagrammatic way. That's it here. Designed in a flow chart. Now, let me show you how to do some research. Okay. Let's look into Facebook, Wikipedia. Okay. Just how to know about an organization, because as a BA, if you're working in a service company, you have to work on with the different clients. You'll be designing different clients applications, like banking applications or internet applications or insurance applications or pharmacy applications, whatever it is, healthcare applications. So at first you should look at the Wikipedia. You have to read each and every line in Wikipedia, and you have to try to understand about the organization, because you cannot go to a Facebook and ask who are you, what are you, right? Got it. So now let's look into this Wikipedia. In the right side, you can see small, so small a box. Here you have all the information, like Facebook login page looks like this, and type. Okay, on the right side you can see it's a public company. What type of? Is it a private or a public? It's a public company. That means they have shares. You can invest money on this into this Facebook. They have shares. They have Nasdaq. Okay, and when it started, when it founded, February 4, 2004, 10 years ago. Headquarters, Menlo Park, California, US. Area served, United States. 2004-2005, only 1 year they served United States. Since 2005 to present, worldwide. Do you know these things earlier? I don't think so. Am I right? But it's simple. It's already in the on internet. But why we will check this? We don't check it, right? Because we don't want to know all these things basically. But from now, what you have to do is, as a BA, you should learn how to dig the information over the internet, how to identify about a client, and I mean identify information about a client, and how to learn something about an organization. Got it? So now, who are the founders? Of course, you know, because you people may watch social networking movie, right? So you may come to know like Mark is the CEO. Okay, and industry, it's an internet. It's a social networking site, and revenue US 7.87 billion US dollars as per 2013. Okay, and net income is 1.50 billion US dollars as per 2013. And employees, how many employees are working in Facebook? As per 2014, March 2014, 6,818 employees are working. Last time when I saw, there were something like last year, I think I saw that there were only 5,000, something like that. Now it got increased. And subsidiaries, it has a connectivity with Instagram, WhatsApp, and Oculus VR. And the website is facebook.com. And written in which language the Facebook was written? In C++ and PHP. Got it? Those are the languages, programming languages. So some rank, it is a second rank it seems. Type of site, it's a social networking service. Registration required. Users 1.28 billion as per March 2014. I mean, every month the data will be upgraded here and available in 70 different languages. Do you know that? Facebook is available in 70 different languages, multilingual. So this is how you have to understand about a history. I mean, you have to read this history. When you look at this history, you will come to know what is Facebook. So let's assume that you got a Facebook project. I mean, you are working on some Facebook applications. You have to read it. It's mandatory. Then only you'll get a clear idea. Then you can easily understand what exactly it is and what are the applications they have. Blah 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 blah. You can got it? Yes or no? In the same way, look at Wells Fargo, look at Bank of America, look at different applications, organizations, websites. Even you check at website. Okay. Okay. So our next topic is, why does a project need a project manager and a business analyst? Just a second. So this is the second topic. Till now we talked about kickoff meeting, and I think you people understand how an IT company will get a project, and when this kickoff meeting takes place and what will be the result of the kickoff meeting. Right now, let's look at the second topic. That is, why does a project need a project manager and a business analyst? See, here is a very big question. I mean, it's a common question raises in all IT companies. So people like developers, designers, these people will be saying all these things like, why we need a project manager and a BA. I mean, one person is enough. So why? Because project manager communicate with client all the time, wherein BA also communicate with client all the time. So why we need two people here? One person can do both the jobs. Okay. So let's see. So what judgment we can give to this topic, okay, to this question. So first let's look into agenda. So these are the topics we'll be discussing in this in this topic in this uh, presentation. So agenda. What is business analyst? First we'll look into business analyst. I mean definition of a business analyst as per IIBA. Then why does a project need a project manager and a business analyst? Role of project manager, role of business analyst. Then skills comparison. So skills like what will be a project manager skill and what will be a business analyst skill, in which area they both work together and which area they don't work together, what are their common similarities and differences between them. Working together, okay, working together, and when one person is both. Okay, so how they work together, and if one person is both, then what happens, what will be the impact, how to achieve specialized PM and BA roles. Okay, next let's continue the agenda, like what is business analyst, right? First question. As per IIBA definition of business analyst is business analysts are responsible for identifying business needs. The business analyst is responsible for requirements development and requirements management. Specifically, the business analyst elicits, analyzes, validates, and documents business and organizational operational requirements. So, look at the first point here. Business analysts are responsible for identifying business needs. If someone asks you, hey, as a BA, what you do? Don't simply say that I gather requirements. As a BA, act as a mediator and gather requirements. Don't say that. Of course, you act as a mediator, but at first you interact with client and you understand their need. First, you have to say that I understand the need of end user, I understand the need of client. Okay, once I got a clear idea what exactly they are looking for, I mean the purpose of the project, objective of the project, goal of the project, then what they want to achieve by the end of the day. Once you understand that, then I start gathering requirements. Okay, the second point. The business analyst is responsible for requirements development and requirements management. Specifically, the business analyst elicits. Elicitation is nothing but gathering requirements, analysis, validates, and documents business, organization, or operational requirements. Okay, so any type of requirements. I mean, the requirement can change an organizational structure or an application, anything that can be useful for anything. Solutions are not predetermined by business analyst. Yes, so business analyst is not going to give any solution. Am I right? BA is going to gather requirements and understanding the needs and documenting. But solution is given by technical team, not by BA. But BA is responsible for these okay requirements. Solutions often include systems development component, but may also consist of process improvement or organizational change. As I told you, right? With the solution that improves a present application or a newer project, you can come up with that affects that make the changes in the organizational or any operational changes. The business analyst is a key facilitator within an organization, acting as a bridge between the client, stakeholder, and the solution team. Of course, stakeholders means end users, client, business, and solution team is technical team. So, business analysis is distinct from financial analysis, project management, quality assurance, and blah blah. Of course, see when you say analyst, all analysts are not same. So, BA is different, SA is different, DA is different, quality analyst is different. Okay, next. If you have any doubts, please ask me. Okay. Roles versus titles. Organizations, we have different type of designations, but the roles will be same. I mean, what I mean to say is, some organization says business analyst as a process analyst. Some organization says requirements engineer. Okay, or some company says requirements analyst. But however, the job role will be business analyst only. In the same way, we have many people like we have quality analysts like testers. So tester can be called as test engineer, okay, or a software engineer can be called as consultant. Like this, we have different roles and titles. So a business systems analyst, data process analyst, test engineer, or you can say quality analyst or tester, business unit manager, solution architect or deployment team, business information manager, like uh, business analyst or a project manager, whomever it is, and many more. You will find different people, different designations in IT companies. Next, having both a project manager and a business analyst is critical to project success. Yes, each role provides specialized capabilities that can make the difference between a project that struggles, that succeeds, and one that struggles. Yes, we'll see. We'll see in the next slides, what are the similarities and differences between them and all these things. Don't worry. The PM and BA each play distinct critical roles on a project. Of course, PM will take care of people management and all these things, cost management, risk management, money, and all these things. Wherein BA, think about requirements, that's it. Okay, and gather requirements from the client. Both have a common ultimate goal. What is the common ultimate goal? The project should finish within the time, within the budget, and according to the client requirements. That is what common ultimate goal. Project success is common ultimate goal, but focus on different aspects to achieve it. Yes. Okay, but focus on different aspects to achieve it. Let's see those areas like similarities and differences between their roles. It is difficult to wear both hats effectively on the same project. Yes, a person cannot travel on two boats, okay, at a time. The roles often intersect but also diverge. Let's see. Before that, before looking into similarities and differences between project manager and BA, let's look into project manager role and business analyst role and try to understand in detail. Usually the first person assigned to the project. Yes, PM is the first person, right? Project manager. So this fellow interact with the client, that is initiation stage. In initiation stage, project manager will discuss with the client regarding the project scope, budget, time, and all these things. And responsible, second point, responsible for planning the project and ensuring the team follows the plan. Yes, plan. So hire resources, hire technology, and plan like work breakdown structure, and see that these people should follow, okay, this plan. Manages changes, handles problems, keeps the project moving. Yes, any type of changes, that can be a manpower change or a technology change, any type of changes project manager takes place, handle the situations, keeps the project moving. So project manager should see that there shouldn't be any breaks, any breakups in the middle. Okay, it should move forward smoothly. Manages people, money, and risk. Yes, I'm talking about project manager. Okay, chief communicator of good or bad news to the business sponsor to IT and IT management. Yes, project manager should be open, should tell everything to client, because you should not hide, because tomorrow who is going to enjoy the service? Client is going to enjoy the service. For example, you are designing an online banking application. So what is our job? We have to design this. Once we design this, you take money and go to next project. That's it. You join in the next project. But who is going to use this means client. So you should tell to client. So this is the issue. Something we got stuck up somewhere. So this is an issue. This is a so that client will help them out, help you out if they have any chance. Okay, and management team also. IT, or IT company also, you have to mention your director or someone who is your superior. Okay, next. Second fellow is business analyst. Usually assigned to the project after it has started. Yes, first person will be PM and second is BA. Responsible for bridging the gap between the business and IT. You act as a bridge between business and IT. Learn the business inside and out. So you have to understand the organization and understand the project. Then essentially the architect of effective business systems. How do you learn this? Learn the business inside and out means how do you learn? As I told you, right? Look into previous applications or look into Wikipedia or look into some, or you just ask clients, you know, about the project or about the organization. Essentially the architect of effective business systems. Job title, definition, and responsibilities viewed inconsistently across the industry. Give me a second. I'm getting a call. I'll be back in a minute. Yes, I'm back. Okay, we are here. Essentially, the architect of effective business systems, job title, definition, and responsibility viewed inconsistently across the industry, as I told you, right? So, BA, some organization says BA, some organization says requirements engineer or something like that. Now, let's look into similarities and then differences. So, what are the similar skills wherein a project manager and a business analyst have? Strong communication skills, yes, both should have. Understanding of SDLC, software development lifecycle. So we have different models here, okay, like waterfall model, agile, scrum. So both should know which model we are following and why we are following. Negotiation consequences building regarding the requirements or regarding the money or regarding whatever it is with the client, okay, regarding the time or whatever it is. Strong interpersonal and client management skills. Yes, both should have strong interpersonal and client management skills. So let's look into differences. Project manager, ability to see the big picture for the project. What is a big picture? A complete project is designed. I mean, within the time, within the budget, within the resources, complete the requirements. Okay. Wherein business analyst, detail oriented. Yes. So did BA should see that did this application has designed as per client satisfaction or not. Okay. So the detailed requirements are, I mean, all the requirements we covered or not. We have to see this. Have to look into this. Ability to see the big picture for the project, where the project manager and the business analyst detail oriented. Second point, directs project team. Yes, project manager should stand like a backbone to this team and make the project move forward. Directs the project team. Wherein BA listens to people, subject matter experts, and gather requirements. Next, project manager helps people, project team that get things done. Any type of help like possible helps, okay, to team members. Wherein BA helps SMEs describe how and why they perform tasks. Like after designing the project, so BA will explain, right? BA explains the project to technical, sorry, client side people after completely after designing the project. I mean, BA will give a demonstration about a complete about a finished project. Ensures the product is delivered on time within the budget. Ensures the product is built right according to the requirements. Project manager ensures the product is delivered on time within the budget, as I told you in the beginning, right? Yeah, the first point. The same here as a BA ensures the product is built right according to the requirements. All the requirements we designed or not. That's it. And here we have some more differences. Project manager removes issue barriers between teams, between people, between departments. Okay, and wherein BA identifies business issues. I mean, what exactly client is in need of, what is their problem, what is their issue. Project manager manages project change control, wherein BA manages requirements change requests. Okay, so manages project change control means any type of change that can be manpower or technology or whatever it is. But wherein BA only requirements. That's it. Project manager manages the work breakdown structure WBS, wherein BA performs requirements related tasks in WBS. Project manager management skills, wherein business analyst investigative skills. That's it. Got it? Project manager will have management skills, wherein BA will have investigative skills. That's it. These are some differences. These are the differences and similarities between project manager and BA. So you should know. I mean, where you people will be working. Okay, where you both people will be working at similar skills and differences. Next, how do a project manager and a BA work together? Fundamentally, the PM manages project manager manages project resources, people, money, and BA manages the business stakeholders. BA reports to the project manager on a project, and a project manager reports to project management office, PMO office. We'll see this PMO office tomorrow. Okay. These two roles have significant overlap of responsibilities in certain areas. In certain areas, uh, let's see what are those areas in the next slide. Excellent project managers and business analysts will work hand in hand to make the most of each other's strengths. Yes. So, what are those overlapping responsibilities? Let's see here. Areas of overlapping responsibilities. It's pretty simple. In the beginning, both should know about the scope of the project. Like, what is a project? What is the objective of the project? What is the scope of the project? What is the purpose of the project? Okay, BA should know and project manager should know. That's what here. Project statement of purpose, project objectives, project business risks. What are the risks? Both should involve and both should know about it. Client relationship, yes, both should maintain good relation with the client. Communication with SMEs and technical team. Yes, project manager will communicate with technical people as well as client side people, wherein BA also. But in different aspects. I mean, BA gather requirements from SMEs and explain the requirements to technical team. Wherein PM communicate with client side people just for understanding the project and communicating with technical team, asking them like what about the project, what you had done, okay, up to what extent we did the project. Review of requirements, designs and plans. Yes, both should have an idea. Next, areas of clear delineation of responsibilities. Business analyst and project manager. Where in BA gathering, documenting and reviewing business requirements from SMEs, as you know, translating business requirements into functional. I mean, as you know, that business analysts gather only functional and non-functional requirements. Testing the solution, training SMEs on the new system. I mean, BA will involve in testing phase, and BA will do user acceptance testing. There, BA will act as a user manual, user guide. Next, project manager. Plan and organize projects determining scope, deliverables, milestones, schedule, resources. Yes, project manager. Plan and organize projects determining scope, deliverables, milestones. I mean, what is a project? What are the durations? What is the cost of the project? Timing of the project? How many resources are needed? How much technology is needed? How many people are needed? So these all things will be taken care by project manager. In the beginning when we discussed about project, I told you, right? I explained you like scope management, risk management, communications management, and blah blah. Many other management areas, 9 knowledge areas. That's what is here again. Okay. Manage project scope, risk, issue, and blah blah, and interact, collaborate, and negotiate with all project stakeholders and business partners and clients. Yes, as a PM, as a project manager, you have to interact with clients and discuss regarding the negotiations and all these things. So this example, uh, we will discuss once we are done with software development lifecycle. Got it? I mean, once you understand analysis stage, design stage, development stage, testing stage, and deployment stage, and maintenance and support, then it will be very clear for you. Only this slide, okay? This page. So anyhow, we will be doing tomorrow, right? So tomorrow after SDLC, I will explain you this. Next, examples of cooperation dynamic duos. So let's see. By looking at result, you should identify that. Okay, who is weak and who is strong, just by looking into result. So look at this result. Requirements are rushed. Some may be missed. Rework needed late in the process. Schedule and budget suffers. So because of whom? I mean, schedule and budget suffered. I mean, what is the reason? Lack of improper requirement gathering. So weak business analyst. Let's say here this picture and strong PM. Whatever project manager says, that looks like an error to BA. So the left side image, the error is a project manager, and the right side image is business analyst. Okay, you can see here. So this business analyst is not understanding what PM is saying. So it looks an error. Nothing is understanding. Everything is bouncing. Okay. Then second point, result, too much time developing. Second example, okay, too much time developing. Requirements project falls behind schedule. Scope creep often occurs. Yes. When When it takes more time, when there is a weak project manager, so there is no proper time management here. So weak project manager, look at this. Project manager levels are coming down and this BA is not understanding what's going on. Okay. And next, weak project manager, weak BA, both are nil. So they are both are weak. Then what happens? The result is simply project failure. Strong project manager and strong BA, look at this. Project manager is talking, okay, so he's saying something to, I mean, who always communicate, wherein BA who have very good listening skills. Result, success, great balance between thorough requirements, gathering and moving forward. That's it. Next, why this happens? Yes, basically, why this. In a project, or one person do both the jobs. Common on small projects, because our topic is that, right? Our topic is why does a project need a project manager and a BA? Why we need two people? So let's see here why this happens. Means common on small projects, common when the organization is short staffed, like we don't have much money to design a project, or very small project where we have less staff. Common where there is a lack of understanding of business analyst role. Common where the expectation is that business analyst is another is analysis is just another task a PM performs. Okay, basically I told you, right? Many people understand, many people think in that way, like why we need project manager and a BA, one person is enough. So what will be the impact if you follow this? I mean, if you uh, work as a BA and a PM on one project, so what will be the impact? Difficult to manage both roles concurrently, of course. Skill traits needed to execute PM and BA tasks are different. Requirements may be missed. Schedule may be affected. Further complicated when layered with other unrelated project responsibilities. Yes, when you are you are occupied with some other works, then you cannot concentrate on your single project. Negative domino effect on project budget and quality of project. Yes, so it affects on project budget and quality. Obviously, the budget will be more and the quality will be less, and the time will be more. That's it. So helpful tips: heighten awareness regarding conflicting roles, make management and team aware of conflicting responsibilities and challenges associated with them, educate people, educate organizations. Okay, seek help in managing the schedule, seek help to gather and document the requirements, try to minimize involvement on other concurrent projects. Yes, so don't involve in many projects at a time. Okay, and then this is all about IABA, International Institute of Business Analysis. As I told you, right, it started in March 2004 in Toronto, and about BA, BOK, and all these things. Just read it. And then summary. What is the summary here? All projects need business analysis and project management. Project manager and BA roles intersect and support each other. Skills are similar and different. Cooperation results in both project success. Cooperation. Okay. Some people wear two hats. Yes, sometimes situation demands. If you get a job in a small company, if they ask you to do both the things, you have to tell them it is not possible. If possible, but necessarily we will lose requirements. But if still the situation demands, you have to do it. That's it. Okay. So do you have any doubts in this session? Like here we talked about why does a project need a project manager and a business analyst. In this slide, we have I didn't explain you 2 points. One is about SDLC, that is execution of project, and one is about PMO office. So we'll look into this both the things tomorrow. Fine. So please ask me if you have any doubts.
Hello. Yeah, in when you were comparing the functions of the BA and the PM, you spoke
Okay.
about the work breakdown structure.
Yes.
And you said the PM was responsible for
Hmm.
managing the work, and while the BA was responsible for the requirements. I didn't really understand that.
Just a second. Uh, you want to know, your question is work breakdown structure, right? You want to know what is
Yes,
work breakdown structure.
the
The name itself,
difference.
the name itself says work breakdown structure, means the name itself gives you the meaning. What do you mean by
Mm,
work breakdown? So when you look into a project, the project duration is, let's say, 1 year or 6 months. In this 1 year, so how many months business analysts have to take, I mean, for requirement gathering, and how many months for designing, how many months for development, how many months for testing, right? So we divide the work, right? Who will look into that? Who will do this? What is this? It is a time management. It comes under time management. So who have to do this? Project manager. Project manager have to say that this time is like for requirement gathering, and this time is for development designing. Okay,
okay,
that is work breakdown structure. So what
okay,
BA is doing here, by looking into work breakdown structure, and BA will come to know, okay, this is my, I mean, in this time, in this duration, I have to do my work, and BA will perform the work in a particular time. That's it. And what is your
okay.
second question?
Yeah, that's it's answered. I just wanted to know the roles of the BA and the project manager when it comes to the work breakdown structure.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah, you answered it. Thank you.
Okay.